Alright, we're recording. Alright. Yo, what's up, my people? Big up to everyone. I hope you're having a good Wednesday as I'm recording this. I'm gonna be doing a preview video about Ecuador versus Brazil. Yes, the green, yellow, blue, the Seleção Brasileña is back in action for FIFA World Cup qualifiers next year, 2026. To enter the Club World Cup, and I'm going to be diving down. What's gonna my thoughts? Carlo Ancelotti's debut as he's our new manager for the Selección. So and what needs to happen? Who's gonna play and how many more points do we need to qualify for the World Cup? So yeah, that's how much train has been going on. So yeah, so let's dive into so yeah, make sure you guys smash the like. You know what to do about my thoughts. So the game is literally 20 less than 24 hours away. So big up, absolutely. Don Carlo Ancelotti is officially our Seleção manager, one of the greatest managers of all time in this planet. Obviously managing Real Madrid until just over a week ago. And yes, absolute legend. He has won so much for the club, for Real Madrid, AC Milan, and other clubs' Champions League titles, and all that, and every single club that he managed. He's a fantastic manager. I know things didn't went well with Real Madrid this season, as they only won the Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup, as they technically didn't win trophyless, but they went all three. Well, mostly because of last season, as you know, as especially last season's success, as they won three trophies: the Champions League, Super Copa, and La Liga. Obviously, devaluing so much, even though he has never defended the title, sadly, for some reason. But he deserves massive respect, and I hope this does absolutely, bro. Managing force, it's crazy, and this is what we need for the South Brazil because we've been down so badly. And you know what? This is a so yeah. Let me try. Obviously, let me try pull this up. So okay. So when is this game is gonna happen? Or let me try pull this up. Obviously, of course. All right, let me try pull this. So of course, I know I'm gonna say this like Carnage says. Obviously, well, I wanna. Obviously, of course, this is kind of a must-win game, but here's the thing, and we're gonna check out our opponent. This game will be this game. So yeah, we're gonna check on Ecuador and obviously um my national team Brazil. This game will be taking place tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. At my time, Pacific time, because I live in California. In Brazil, it will be 8 p.m. local time. Ecuador is only 2 hours from me, so right now it is 9:20, so it's 7:20 for me right now. So which means this game will be around 6 p.m. local time in the Estadio Monumental. Fun fact: technically Barcelona Stadium in Guayaquil, Ecuador, away. Not the Football Club Barcelona in Spain, the big one. The one from Ecuador, as they have one on. Yes, so well, there's two Estadios Monumental. the one that River played. Oh my goodness, bro! Which we got smashed up 4-1. Don't want to see that fraud ever again. Who is trying to take Corinthians to the second division? Absolutely. So, but this is the Barcelona one from Ecuador, who actually got eliminated Copa Libertadores against in the group stage, which also includes River. Funny enough, and big up to Barcelona and Ecuador. Even though we're not here to talk about them, they're finishing second. They're in second place right now. So the so yeah this is where we're gonna be playing. Conditions there, and I think right now the weather. Let's see how's the weather. 74 degrees, not too bad. And yes, we are going away at the mountains. I've never visited Ecuador or South America generally, but I would like to. I never even had time to visit Google Maps. Hopefully after this stream. But yeah, we're gonna face Ecuador, an actual good national team, because ever since they got that new Argentinian manager back in September, which we already played Ecuador, and right now they have been flying at the moment. They haven't lost a game because I'm gonna explain this. So yeah, they're sitting in second. We're sitting in fourth by 2 points. If we win tomorrow, we go above them. But it doesn't mean that. But even if we win, I don't know if we're officially qualified. I think we need 2 more wins to officially qualify. I think because this will be our last 4 games. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow, and then we got Paraguay on Tuesday in which I'm gonna do another preview about that in Sao Paulo at the Corinthians Arena, which I thought this game would have been played at Porto Alegre. And our last 2 games is in the next September window. Brazil, Chile, and then we got the final game against Bolivia. So it depends. As well on the other results. So I think if Brazil wins, I think we still need to win 1 more game, it looks like. So if we win, obviously we get points and all that. We could still technically catch up to Argentina and somehow get first. But that's just unlucky. Argentina already qualified for the World Cup. Ever since Bolivia and Uruguay drew 0-0, and they still want to spank us 4-1 because of Rafinha's comments, who is suspended, by the way. So it depends technically. I think we might have to win 2 games. I think it really depends, honestly, because there's that number 7th Repechaje and all that. So it really depends. If in Bolivia and Venezuela they're going to be clashing. So they're going to be clashing on Friday, by the way, and they'll be fighting for that 7th spot. And I believe it's in Venezuela. Yeah, away. So it really depends what happens. It really does depend. So it really depends what happens. Like I said, it depends, I guess. So I think if we win, let's say if we beat Ecuador, let's say Venezuela wins, right? They would still be 6 points behind us. And then let's say, well, they still need a couple more 5 points to catch up Colombia, who they have Peru at home, which I think they'll win that game because Colombia have been on some somewhat poor form recently, not winning a single game since October. Yeah, and you know what? And then let's not forget Paraguay. They're also on the same number of points, and we played them on Tuesday, so of course we gotta beat them. And the goal difference is really tight. They have 2, so we could drop to 5th if they do beat Uruguay, and if we drop points, we either draw or lose to Ecuador tomorrow. We drop to 5th, possibly 6th again. So it really depends what happens. This is why it's somewhat of a must-win game. But remember, we are facing one one the best Ecuador form team, and like and as the national team has been good, especially the good quality players like big up to, like I said, Moses Caicedo, William Pacho, and they have a good squad, and I'm gonna dive into it. So yeah, so it depends. If we draw, let's say, and then if we beat Paraguay at home, I think we might have to wait and see the other results as well. So I don't know if we officially qualify for this week. So basically, by the end of week, we'll know by tomorrow. We could still be in fourth. We could go up to second. If a win, if we lose, we could go down as six. So it all really depends, and it's Carlo Ancelotti's first match. No need to like super rush, but there's somewhat pressure, especially the last four games. So so yeah, it really depends. We might even have to wait till the second towards last day, not the last day, but your second one to the last to officially announce Brazil to qualify for the World, because Brazil, we've been relying on injury. We've been relying on of course, injury brilliances to carry us, especially this fraud David Aldridge not having plan. And I know Carlo Ancelotti. I don't know. I know he relies on vibes, but I just hope he gets the players out of them, and hopefully they have to do it the right way. So yeah, I'm confident. We'll see what happens tomorrow. This is Carlos' first day. I want to see how the plan, the players going to react, respond, the mentality. That's what we're going to see. By the way, guys, we're going to do a watch along for the game. I'm not doing it. Mr. Big up to Mr. Joshua J. Make sure you check out his channel. He's going to do the watch along. So yeah, for the game, I know there's some other people that are doing it, like Will Carnage. I don't know if anyone else in English. Yes, of course we're going to be watching this game. So yeah, Ecuador, they just have a good squad, obviously. Even though in their last game they did drew 0-0 with Chile, the worst Chile side, but they were by far the better team. And I heard there might have been a goal chopped off, so they might have been robbed. Two shots on target, but I heard they were better on the ball. I mean, well, even though they keep off the ball, because they knew. So, so yeah, this is Ecuador's lineup. Their main danger man, I would say, is Inter Valencia from Internacional. Even though we're gonna say a couple players, Internacional, even though he's been on poor form, because right now, I once, I mean, would I say he's been doing poor? But to be fair, the whole team of Internacional in Brasileñao, they're not doing good right now. They've just lost 2-0 to Fluminense. Yup, locked up. And yeah. So I think it's just the team environment right now they're going through. But it's because the reason why he's probably not performing good. Well, he is. He's just probably not getting service at Internacional, because their midfield, they're not doing good. And I have no idea what's going on, because Internacional, they've been dropping form, and I did saw a bit of them losing 2-0 to Fluminense back on Sunday when I went to San Jose. But yeah, we also got some of these players. Darwin De Silva looks like he's a young talent guy. I I doubt they'll use the same lineup like they did against Chile. I'm convinced they will, and this is what and I've also built up the lineup builder, which I think Carlo's gonna use. So yeah, Moses Caicedo in that midfield, obviously absolute boss. We all know who Moses Caicedo is. Absolute dominance of a midfielder. This is Chelsea's best player, obviously, of the season. What a player, obviously. He controls. the mid. He controls and dominates, boss the midfield, and yeah. And you know what? And you know what? I expect him to play. Obviously, he just won the Conference League with Chelsea just last week, and he had a whole week of rest. So yeah, and then we also got William Pacho, who just won the UCL with PSG, who will now be going against Marquinhos just for this game. So yeah, the last time we played Ecuador, we actually played them 9 months ago, and we actually beat them 1-0. Hold on, let me try to pull this up. We beat Ecuador 1-0 at home in Gobechibi. 1-0. Let me find that. Back on September the 6th. Rodrigo was the only Rodrigo was the only goal scorer, and the winner was the only goal that happened. We had 3 shots on target, 2 shots on target. We didn't look that convincing. We still played at Haramba. We had the only difference is we had Gabriel, Luis Enrique, who was at Botafogo, even though he's more Lucas Paqueta. So yeah, Rodrigo and Tani. So yeah, there wasn't a lot. Hendrick wasn't subbed in, which poor Hendrick, but Esteval did had a chance for a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, let me try to pull something. Especially some of the what the Brazilian media has been saying. I've been bookmarking some of these big up to Brazilian football and Jogo Bonito or some of these closest sources. I guess they're trying to translate in English. Hold on, let me try to find it. Come on. English, Brazilian. So yeah, this is what he said. I know Carlo Ancelotti has said a lot of stuff, especially that you know how the team works. He did mention about something about Esteban. I couldn't find the tweet what he said, but I think I could try to quote it if I remember. I mean, this upcoming tweet is about Esteban, but about the whole team generally. Come on, this loads up. All right, come on. All right, you guys could see it. There we go. Carlo Ancelotti. I can't tell how to dribble. He knows that he's better than me. What I can tell him definitely helps the team when he has the ball to use. Yeah, exactly, and that's why, like, especially the response, especially that ball creativity when you that should absolutely be good, bro. And I'm excited what else he could do, especially at Chelsea. Even though it is and it will be a different environment. It will be a different environment. But I bet he has a lot to offer. So yeah, I just hope that things go well. All right, so I can't find the tweet, but I remember he said that he said that you'll see the best version of Vinicius Jr. here in Brazil, just like with Real Madrid, he's ready and motivated. So yes, so yeah, Carlo Ancelotti he did set obviously. So obviously he knows his Brazilian guys very well, Vinny Jr., Vinicius Jr., especially some of them that were at Real Madrid before they left. Obviously, we all know Vinny Jr., their star. Carlo Ancelotti, basically best buddies at this point. So of course, he knows him very well, especially bringing the best out of him. And of course knowing Rodrigo, And then, of course, Endrick, even though it hasn't been going that well for being criticized, that Endrick has been playing minutes, which I hope he does. And I hope Endrick does get more minutes for Real Madrid, even though he won't play in the Club World Cup. And he's out injured, by the way, technically, for both the Club World Cup and this camp, sadly, because he has a hamstring, sadly, which sucks. But I just hope that Endrick does get better because I feel like this kid, or but yes, Vinny and Ancelotti insane together. I'm excited. The eyebrows go up, yes, and doing it the right way, yes. That's what I like to see, especially the team how it moves, all that. So yeah, sorry about that. Family issues. Trying to interrupt. I'm not trying to go off topic. I know three of the videos were off topic things. Sorry, I want to say sorry about that. But yeah, I expect him to do well like he does in Madrid. I agree. I hope so. They have to cook together and eat some goldfish, and it feels like it. Yep, it's there. So yeah, I'm just hoping it all goes well. I'm really excited, especially Carlo Ancelotti even saying that I don't know much about him, but what I saw is a complete midfielder. Carlo Ancelotti and Andre Santos, which something to keep an eye on. But they should be getting more playing time. He especially. So yeah, even Carlo Ancelotti, what he's been doing here in Brazil already. Um, he's been like attending a few league matches, including some Copa Libertadores home games for like Flamengo, Botafogo. He even knows that Flamengo's Seleção exactly, absolutely, calling up the players out, and especially the experienced players. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Yes, there is a reunion between him and Casemiro. Obviously, bringing him back after 2 years, but he's also trying to bring back Richarlison, which for some people has been questionable because based on form, he never has been good. But yeah, but I like the squad selection, even bringing Anthony, which I think is good because of how he improved. I know that the last few games haven't been the best, and unfortunately, losing the Conference League final against Chelsea. And then we could have gotten a few dual nationals like his teammate Johnny Cardoso, which plays for the United States with Brazilian and Italian ancestry, I think. Could have picked us, but no, we picked the US. We'll do that for the Gold Cup. But yeah. But yes, I'm just hoping that we actually do good. And this is what I'm expecting from Carlo Ancelotti. This is not from me or even wanted to. So you know what? This is what I'm convinced that Carlo Ancelotti will go. This is my thought mob builder lineup. I think this will be. I think he's gonna go for 4-2-3-1. I guess sometimes. So since we're gonna play, I'm convinced. I heard rumors, especially some people saying, especially on Twitter, David Global, who have rights to the game. They expect Richarlison, Sarvinia left, Gresson midfield, Esteval on the right wing, especially. I'm convinced Esteban probably starts, especially if there's no Rodrigo. Probably could Anthony, but unless something wrong, but I think he's going to put in there. This is just my thought. Casemiro going to manage that pivot. The back line, Alexander Soda from Lille, Marquinhos from PSG, who has the least amount of rest out of these players. Brenderson, Allison. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Rafinha is suspended, by the way, so it makes sense. Yeah, Rafinha is suspended because of the trash talking against Argentina, which didn't end well. So yeah, this is what I expect. Allison also, yep, in good form. Allison did concede that goal against Crystal Palace, even though he won the Premier League. Marquinhos obviously winning the treble, not conceding the goal, so he's been doing a great job in those last few games. So yeah, some of our players are coming on good form. I would say possibly outside Richarlison. I know Esteban Williams. He did score one goal last week on the Copa Libertadores, but in the league twice he got locked up by Cruzeiro and Flamengo's back line, and now Palmeiras are now sitting in fourth in that league as before he goes for them in the Club World Cup, which I'll do another video about it. So yeah, this is my expected lineup. Let me know. Anyone else has different opinions? Who is your starting lineup? What formation and all that? So yeah, this is what I expect. I hope I get a somewhat solid performance. Even if it's a draw, I'll be happy. I just hope we can qualify for the World Cup because I will be of course if we lose if we lose if we lose 2-0, then there will be a little bit of pressure, but it can't happen. I mean, unless somebody plays a stupid challenge and plays a red card, then I wouldn't be surprised. But everyone knows what they're doing. I think most of our players, I would say, is on great form. Some of us will be playing Champions League and all that for next season. Obviously, in the league competition. So yeah, Rafinha suspended. He's going to be back until the next game. This is what I expect. So yeah, what time is this game will happen? 4 p.m. Where to watch it? If you're in the United States, you have to hold on, not for let me see. If you're in the United States, you have to go on Fanatics, and you're gonna have to do a paper just to view this game. You gotta pay $30. Looks like just to watch this game. All because, all because Fanatics wants money. Oh my goodness, bro. And and yes, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in Brazil, it's on TV Global. If you're in England, let me see. In the UK, let me see. God damn it. Cool, we'll get out of here. It will be on Premier Sports. In Ecuador, they're local. In Ecuador, they're like local channel. I forgot what it's called. Montenegro Plus in Europe, FIFA Plus. In Ecuador, I forgot. And Peru is on Monster Plus, but yes. Also, I think it's gonna be but yeah, no, sorry for the coldness, but yeah, I think this is how it's gonna. But yeah, I just hope we had a good debut, Carlo Ancelotti. I might do a match reaction. I don't know if I'll do it the following day or even talk about the post stream reaction. It could go either way, so I expect a good performance. So vamos junto. Big up to everyone. Hope you guys are like and subscribe. And yeah, this is me over and out.